Namaste. I am Shashikant Puri from Jilla Parishad High School, Radi, Taluka Ambazogai, District Beat. Students, in previous period, we learnt about positive degree and comparative degree. How to convert positive degree into comparative degree and comparative degree into positive degree. So, in this period, we will learn about superlative degree. Let's learn. Before starting how to convert superlative degree into positive and comparative, we have to focus on the types of degrees. Look here, positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. We can convert positive degree into comparative and comparative degree into positive when there is a one-to-one comparison. But we can convert superlative degree into comparative and comparative degree into positive when there is a comparison of a one person, place, object with many. That time we can convert superlative degree into positive and comparative. Look here, superlative degree. As far as concern of superlative degree, comparison one person with many. It means we can compare one person with many persons in a superlative degree. We can make a comparison one place with many places. Comparison one object with many objects. Which adjective forms are used in superlative degree? SD, superlative degree. Look here. For example, greatest, tallest, highest, most beautiful, most advanced. So these examples are given here. Which adjectives are used in a superlative degree? Look here, in positive degree we can use a root adjective, and in a comparative degree we can add er participle for that, and in a superlative degree we can add st or est participle. For those adjectives we can't add st or est participle, we can use most before that adjective in superlative degree. So here is a table, and these are tricks for us how to identify the positive degree, how to identify comparative degree, how to identify superlative degree. So when we think about a superlative degree, it is asked to us to convert superlative degree into comparative degree and into positive degree. If there is a st or est participle for the adjective, for example, here is given the greatest. So in a comparative degree, we can add er participle for that adjective, and then we can use than any other in comparative degree. So in positive degree, we start with no other, and then we use root adjective in as. So another example is given here. For those adjectives we can't add er participle. For example, beautiful. So we can use most before the adjective in a superlative degree, and we can add more before adjective in a comparative degree, and in a positive degree we can use the root adjective in as. If there is one of the phrase in a superlative degree, we can use than most other or than many other in comparative degree, and we can start positive degree with very few, and then we can use a root adjective in as. So this table will help us while converting superlative degree into comparative degree and in positive degree. So examples are here. Look here. He is the tallest student in the class. That is a superlative degree. How can we identify this superlative degree? So ST participle is here. So we have converted this superlative degree into comparative degree. We have started the comparative degree as the same subject, same verb we has given here, and we have added ER participle for the adjective in a comparative degree, and then we have used than any other. Then remained word we have explained here as it is. It means that while converting superlative into comparative, we can use ER participle for the adjective, and then we can use than any other. When we convert superlative degree into positive degree, we can start positive degree with no other, and then we use student in the class. The same tense we have used here, and we can use the root adjective in as. Another example is given here. Rose is one of the most beautiful flowers in the garden. The example is different one. If there is a one of the phrase in the sentence, we can use plural noun after the adjective. So plural noun flowers is here. If the degree is with one of the phrase, so in comparative degree we can use than many other or than most other. Look here how we converted this superlative degree into comparative degree. Rose is more beautiful than many other flowers in the garden. So here beautiful, that is a multisyllabic word. That's why we can't add ER participle for that. And that's why we have used most in a superlative degree and more in a comparative degree. So we have started the positive degree very few. If in a superlative degree we have used one of the phrase, then in a positive degree we start with very few. Very few flowers in the garden are. Look here, in a comparative degree and a superlative degree, the subject is a singular, that's why we used is. But in a positive degree, that is a plural, that's why we have used the plural verb, and then we have kept adjective in as. So here is a quiz for us. Rama is one of the most hard-working farmers in his village. Superlative degree. The instruction is given for us. Choose correct comparative degree from following. How can we use the correct comparative degree from the following? The tricks we have learned in a previous slide. One of the phrase here, that's why we have to find out than many other or than most other in a comparative degree. Look at 4 options are given for us. We will see. Rama is hardworking than any other farmers in his village. If in a superlative degree one of the phrase is given, we can use than many other or than most other in comparative degree. So here than any other is used. That's why this statement is not suitable as a comparative degree. Look at the second one. Rama is more hardworking than many other farmers in his village. Definitely this sentence is suitable for the comparative one, because for this adjective hardworking we have used most in a superlative degree. So here instead of most we can use more in a comparative, and then one of the phrase is given in superlative degree, that's why we have used than many other in comparative degree. So look at third one. Rama is most hardworking. So here the most is used in a comparative form. So that's why it is not correct. So D option, look here. Rama is more hardworking than any other farmers in his village. So than any other. So here is one of the phrase. And if there is one of the phrase in a superlative degree, we can use than many other or than most other in comparative one. That's why this statement also wrong. So when we compare these statements A, B, C, D, these alternatives, so we come to conclusion statement B is a correct comparative form and this is suitable for the superlative degree. Means actually when we convert superlative degree into comparative degree, the option B is here correct one. So in this period we learnt about the superlative degree. What forms we can use in a superlative degree? We can add ST or EST participle in a superlative degree. For those adjectives we can't add ST or EST participle, we can use most before the adjective in superlative degree. While converting in a superlative into comparative and comparative into positive, if there is one of the phrase in a superlative degree, we can use than many other or than most other in a comparative degree. And we can start positive degree with very few. So these tricks we learned as far as concern of superlative degree in this period. So definitely you will get so many ideas about the superlative degree, how to identify superlative degree and how to convert superlative degree into comparative and into positive. So for the next chapter we will meet in the next period. Thank you.